Why, hello. It's the Hidden Object Guru here with games. And then more games. But after that, we'll stop with games. I'm not crazy. Careful. Careful. Alright, I managed to stretch out my legs to a more comfortable position without kicking or gouging anyone. What I'm saying is, the dream is alive.
And I will share that corner of the gigantic ottoman in front of me.
I just love that there is 60% of the ottoman you're just not using. You're only taking the tiny corner closest to me.
Well, yeah.
Is it some sort of twisted power play? I'll let other people decide that. Future historians can rule on that one. I'm not making any statements on that front. Alright, so, as you can see, we're going to start playing a thing now. I'm just going to switch over so people can see it.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
What is
first
this?
up, Lost Brothers.
Lost Brothers.
A game that has quickly been patched after I kept falling through the environment in my last video. So they obviously are attentive to the needs of their players, which really isn't that all we can ever ask. Boom. Switch this to screen record. Oh no. I'll switch it to screen record because it was crashing a bunch, so, you know. Well, not a bunch, but we had a crash. Screen record it is. Hidden Object Guru here, back with more Lost Brothers. The question is, which file was the one I wanted? Ooh, they do the thing where the loading screen is a black and white screen and it gets color as it loads. I always like that. I think it's a nice effect. Almost never see it. Although the screen is fully color and there's still another, like, 20 seconds of loading. I feel like there's a solid chance that I shouldn't be able to hear rustling, blowing wind, rustling leaves, and happy birds while in the middle of a crystal mine. Did that not work? Oh, it did work. It just took a while to get started. It is a mild horror game, Pedro. Our brother mysteriously disappeared into into the woods, and hundreds of people have been disappearing over the past decade. Okay, since I'm talking on the thing, my body is not moving when I walk. That's new. Anyway, as I was saying, so many of the, so weird. That's true. Yes, many people have disappeared. She claims to be a reporter who's looking into this, but really, is she actually a demon from another dimension trying to defeat us? I guess we'll see. Alright, at what point will I start walking again? Never. I will never. Okay, there we go. 3 seconds after you get off the phone, you start walking again. I guess they're assuming no one would ever look down at the body. Okay, walking, sprinting. Yeah, I see the difference. Way to go, Maddie. I'm glad they let you do it. Okay, here's the weird part that got us last time. We got here. I'll make this safe, too. And we were standing in the middle of this railway track, and then suddenly we're in an alternate dimension full of killer mushrooms. Then a bunch of bad stuff happened. And we got the worst autosave I've ever seen. Because the autosave seemed to be time-based, not location or game progress-based, which is one of the worst ways to handle autosaves, because you can wind up with an autosave that traps you in a location. Which, coincidentally, is exactly what happened to me. Now, to grab that floating crystal. I was not able to grab the floating crystal. Oh well, que sera, sera. Well, this time I'm just not spontaneously falling. I'm not just spontaneously falling through the floor, so that's good. Where did... I guess I see that that's a collapsed tunnel. It's just weird that there are train tracks leading into them. How is it going? Good question. Okay. Damn. Dark messaging. Waka waka. He screams name because he's falling when he says that. But they don't actually make that happen in the game. Which is, I guess, makes sense because they're not allowed to, like, they can't know where you're going to be standing where it's happening. But I think they should have, instead of doing the name, they should have just done N posture, like N dash, to show that you've been cut off. You know, the alien lake full of glowing blue mist and evil mushrooms. She definitely did not mention this thoroughly enough. I can feel my guy breathing. I can hear my guy breathing really heavily. So they've changed what's under the drop so you don't end up in a place where you can easily get trapped. Hey, there's a note! That's new. Why is it flying in midair? Probably not supposed to think about that. Alright. Damn. Why is it slowly flying away from me? Can I not pick it up? Even though that's... Ah, wait. Why could I briefly pick it up and then that ability disappeared? There we go. Okay. Well, weird that I got 2 pages when I picked up that page. But again, I'm not going to complain. I'm making excellent progress. Wink. Do I have a map still? No. Nice. Also, you, random woman I'm talking to on the phone, has the same basic name as my brother. It's all very suspicious. Oh, really? It's a scary mushroom up there. That's a really good question. Well, no, you fell, so by definition you couldn't get back up, because you can't fall up. Ah, so there could be a gap. That actually makes a ton of sense. See what I mean about his ridiculously heavy breathing? I think he might have a sinus infection. The world here is amazing. Oh, wait. It's the same note every time. Well, that's disappointing. I built a house and found some food. Nice. Damn. How did you build a house? Oh, you carved it out of a tree like a smurf? Sorry, out of a mushroom like a smurf? That makes sense. I concur. It's very chilling. Samantha? There's lots of typos in the game, which is why I offered to proofread their script for them for the low, low price of $1 per page. Yeah, see, that didn't really follow logically. He was supposed to be asking, why were you able to find a way out so easily when he was here for half a year? But he did not clearly ask that question. Okay. More notes. More ridiculously heavy breathing. Dear developers, if you happen to be watching this, it's very difficult. Oh, damn. I hope not. Wait, is it back? Yeah, picking up these notes is extremely glitchy, game. Like, weirdly glitchy. They're hard to pick up, and then sometimes they don't disappear when you pick them up. Maybe work on that, huh? Alright, here we go. Oh my god, a cave full of skeletons. That is creepy. Well, not exactly like a graveyard, but I see the point you're making. Articles on that? On what? He said the first one wearing workers' clothes, and the second one, well, we don't know anything about, because he didn't describe the skeletons. Oh, I think we found his house. Sabbaths. Extremely. I do like the dialogue system. Oh, I see. That's very weird. Enough dark for them. Oof. Well, somebody built these stairs. Turns out it wasn't the house the guy described. It was just a mysterious staircase. But still, evidence that a lot of people have been down here doing construction work. Wait, you saw a silhouette? I definitely didn't see a silhouette. Under the rocks. Oh, right. Yes, the cave-in. It's actually a really strong point you're making, lady. All right, I'll come and get you. I must go to take... You see, a lot of these options don't make any sense. And I know it's because English isn't your first language, but it's really hurting it. Can I not pick up the toy car? In a second. There you go. Yeah, you see, I try to click on the toy, and when I aim it there, I have no options. And now I'm not clicking at it, and the button comes up. Was going to spend here many days. Spend many days here. See, this is what I'm talking about. Also, where to get all the firewood? It is... There's just a mushroom forest everywhere. Also, and I can't stress this enough, which way am I supposed to be going? Okay, I can't walk any farther this way. That's... Oh, it's because we reached the end of a sequence when we got to the house and left it. Okay, well that wasn't clear. How did you clunk your head again, dude? Alright, I'm just gonna save before I start running through the walls and, you know, falling to my infinite doom. Well, that's a cute skybox. What am I trying to click on? Ah, there we go. Well, that was easy enough. doesn't look like a maniac's lair. Doesn't look like a lair at all. It looks like a strange cave. Good. Platforming sequences in first person. Exactly what we hoped what this game would get in for. And I fell. Of course I did. Well, at least it's not like the lake area we were in last time we played where it was a dead end if you fell. So, yeah, I can just restart. And there seems to be no falling damage because as we... Oh, excuse me, covered earlier, the game might have no fail conditions. Let's save. Anytime you're ready. It does not let you save under save number 6. I'm not going to offer a theory as to why. I'm just going to move on. Okay. You got this, buddy. Come on. Oh, perfecto. Thought that might have been a footprint, but I think it's just part of the pattern. A very distracting part of the pattern, because now every single mushroom has the exact same weird randomized part. What I'm saying is be more careful with your texture design. Come on, you got this. Almost there. Yes. Getting close, peeps. Come on. Oh my god. Yes! Well, that wasn't such a chore. It was annoying, but it wasn't terrible. Whoa, okay, this just got dangerous. Come on. Nice. Wish I had a lighter or flashlight. And it's strange that I haven't tried my radio yet. Can I do that? Hey, remember how that map never got updated even though the game said it did? Good times. Ah, okay, the radio doesn't work. You mean it's broken. Not it crashed. Pieces of technology as simple as radios don't have crashes, they just break. A radio is not a computer. Okay, I seem to be stuck inside a bunch of stuff. So maybe I was not supposed to jump up there. In my defense, it looked like a good avenue of exploration. I was wrong. That was wasn't. Excuse me. Oh, let's do this. Come on. This has got to be almost the end, right? Yes, okay, good. New cave. They don't give me a stamina bar, so I have to just tap and untap the run button all the darn time. Sad we haven't had any new notes in a while. Could use a little more updating about the story. N'est-ce que c'est pas? Oh, good. Another sinister pit. Now, John, you see, what you should have done was gotten, was asked for, and hopefully received, a detailed explanation of how she got into and traveled through the cave. That is cold, though. Yeah, very cold. But anyway, as I was saying, Because then you would at least have some idea where you were going. Because she never saw the house, which means we might be going in the wrong direction now and just be getting further away from her every 10 feet. 10 feet further away from her. Unless we're walking at an angle, in which case walking 10 feet could actually get you 15 feet further away from her. You know, if you're walking up is what I'm saying. Like directly away from her and like a 5-foot rise. Although I guess that would be a 5-degree angle and that would be too hard to walk. So probably only 12 feet away from her. Getting weirdly obsessed with the map. Almost there. Oh, we got this. Uh-oh. Okay, someone has put a bunch of skulls up in this hallway, and my character is, for no reason I can understand, not commenting on that fact, even though it is by far the most interesting thing that has happened to him today. And that's saying something, because he had a pretty interesting day. Now he mentions it. Waka waka. Alright, here we go. Crawling through a tunnel, trying not to fall asleep. There's a 20% chance I fall asleep if something doesn't happen in the game soon, so I give a certain person full permission to nudge me if I start falling asleep. Because there's a good chance that's going to happen. I'm in a very comfortable couch. And crazier things have happened. For example, I almost walked through the wall again. I guess that is not something they have fully patched out. Well, that's weird. Wait, is this not the way I'm supposed to go? Hold on. What the hell? Apparently this was not the way I was supposed to go. I only saw one pathway, but I was obviously wrong. Oh no, this is a pathway off to the left. Okay. I just came out of the crouch tunnel at a weird angle, obs. I did not bother looking around. Yes. Well, yeah. I like his logic. I believe that the exit is there. Based on what exactly? Because by my count, all you know about the exit is it was near where that... I can't sprint. Or jump. The game has removed my ability to sprint or jump. Well, at least they added a fail condition. Alright, can I sprint or jump? I can sprint and jump again, okay. Well, that was embarrassing. Alright. I don't know why the game took away my sprint and jump commands, but luckily they gave them back to me. See, if I ever encountered a floating rock in real life, and I assumed it was, you know, being held in place by a magnetic field, I would, based on my familiarity with real-life magnets, assume that touching it in any slight way would send it spinning off into the distance. Now, that's not the case here, but it could have been. Careful. Careful. We got this. That's the second time I've missed that second last jump. Pretty embarrassed, actually. Not going to make a big deal out of it. But let's just say my chagrinment is near total. Careful. Careful. Oh, we got this. That time I hit it but slid off. I maintain there's something wrong with that rock. What's that? No, it's your fault? Oh, okay. Well, at least now I know. It is weird that I'm able to make every other jump 100% without any difficulty at all. But this last one is like, nope. You're just going to mess it up over and over again. Does it seem like a way out? Well, that is the skybox, so I guess it was a way out since I walked through the wall of the game world. Lots of that in this game, though. Hey, we found another forest! And this one is above ground. Come on, take out your radio. He did it. So he's being smart about this. This will teach me for you to use these filthy Zorklaf radios. So she's not answering, huh? And now we reach the part of the game where you get attacked by werewolves. I mean, probably not, but how cool would that be? Yeah, it's a note. Oh, there's the skeleton. What do you mean a radio station? Do you mean she had a walkie-talkie? Did she have a walkie-talkie? Oh, that is a walkie-talkie. And she is trapped under rocks. So yes, that must be Samantha, who actually died 50 years ago. Or Samantha just dropped a walkie-talkie on a pile of stones while on our way out. It's probably not the answer. Damn. Why would you not try to help? I don't get you, Sam. I'm gonna say it, it's probably best that you died in a underground cave. If you're not even helping someone who's trapped with rocks. Is this the way out, though? Is it? I have a feeling. Oh, he has a feeling it's the way out, so there you go. I shouldn't be so sarcastic. The end. Oh, that's the end. That was the end of the game. Okay. I feel like a lot of questions are left by the plot. What happened to Sam? Why was there, like, a time effect on the radios? Was there no significance to the fact that they have the same name? I mean, was I talking to a ghost? Was it a time anomaly? Why is there a giant underground cave full of things? Like, did I miss a bunch of plot here? I'm going to go and check the page after to see if I missed some trophies. But for now, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and would like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. See you back here for more games. But until then, I'm going to say au revoir. No, yeah, we missed a couple of trophies. You found the first page. Apparently I missed the first page somewhere. You told the story of Sam. And what is the one I missed? Oh, it's a secret achievement. Okay, so there was like a secret ending I missed, sadly. Oh well, que sera, sera. That means whatever will be, will be. I learned that from knowing Spanish. That's a lie, it's from a song. But what was the title of that song?
Que sera, sera.
Yes, what was the title of the song I was featured in?
Isn't that the title of the song?
Okay, I was doing a Who's On First routine, so
I
you just...
get it.
It's fine.
Oh.
Not gonna...
I'm a little embarrassed.
You
Although
should
you
be?
missed yesterday's Who's on First routine, so there's that.
Well, no, I chose not to participate in yesterday's Who's on First routine, so that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm a monster. Okay, that's weird that it's not full screen. Maybe I'll hit the settings, see what I can do. Weird that they've got those black bars, but who am I to complain? Hidden Object Guru here with hot new game Mission It's Complicated, a visual novel about superheroes. More importantly, though, it's from Shell Games, the people who make I Expect You to Die. They made a visual novel. I think of them as the VR people and occasionally the educational games people, but yeah, they made a visual novel. So let's find out what it's like. Yeah, sure, I'll watch the intro. Why not? Oh. Damn! That space monster is not screwing around. Oh. I can't remember who I am. Ah. Quickly and with intensity. That's hilarious. Professor L. Oh. Professor question mark? Oh no, is that me from the future? Oh, alternative. And the future. Waka waka. Alright. Only the power of love can stop the Earth Eater. Oh my god, this is such a cute premise. Ah. That's fantastic. Aww. Yay. I would hope. Aww. Ew. Mal Hero Insurance. Oh my god. Obviously I have to use my own money. Oh, okay. The grant money, that's so wonderful. Although I can say that starting a superhero team to study superheroes that don't realize they're being studied is part of my PhD research. So there you go. Oh. Work from home on Friday. Oh. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, he's got a talking computer. Yikes. Uh-oh. Oh. Wow. That is a great premise for a game. Alright, so obviously we have to save because we're starting the game. There is no save. Good to know. So what do we do? Let's come and help explain mission spin 2 of my heroes along. Drag and drop 2 heroes into slot. Okay, well. So some are green is what and yellow is what? They said a talking pug! Aww. Pugsley. As a former famed super, the pugilist, the pugilist, because he's a pug, get it? So he's not the pugilist. He wanted to be the pugilist, but instead he was the pugilist, and he's mad about it.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Vacuum ball! His arch nemesis is a vacuum-themed creature. Because he's a dog. Oh, okay. No! I see. Totally great plan. Oh. Okay, that is a nightmare. The idea that pugs are so genetically damaged they can't even go upstairs? Yeah, that's pretty scary. Aww. Renegade? Please tell me he was tree-themed. A tree-themed renegade. Aww. Oh no. Ooh. And if you fail the mission, DRF. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Who's Professor J? Rar. I see. Aww. I hope the dog Ray isn't real. This is wonderful. I didn't get an A+? Hmm. 11? That is not plenty of time. The tiniest kaiju boardwalking on fire. Okay, so what is this one? Local fire demon is starting with boardwalks. Everyone's favorite French fire to join us in danger. So obviously, you want to send a water-themed monster and a strong monster. Riptide, wash him out, because again, water and fire. Oh. Oh. That was so cute. Oh. That was adorbs. I still say I deserve that A+. Okay. And they're taking the rest of the night off. Interview available. What does that mean? Bitten by a radioactive shark? Aww. Okay. It's flashback o'clock. Ugh. This game gets cuter and cuter. Aww. Aww. That's actually a really good point. Aww. I'm being very positive. Aww. Aww. Okay. I'm not going to tell him the real reason for the team. I'm not crazy. Aww. Okay. Any strengths or weaknesses? Okay. Aww. There's a good relationship with his dad, too. That's great. Oh. Okay, that is a great power. Oh, he has to cover up his fin with his hat. Can't do anything about the shark ears. Shark ears a thing? Anyway. Monster smash. Stop. Okay, well, obviously you want... Oh, crap. Well, you want someone with laser eyes. I mean... An assassin and laser eyes makes sense. Although I could have set the water person with the docks as well. Alright, Kaiju. I just don't see how the computer person could have helped. Alright. Oh, damn. Aww. Well, that was a disaster. thought I could, you know, be nice to the monster. All right. Aww. I love flashback o'clock. Aww. I see. That was very cute. Aww. Damn. Aww. I gotta stop trying to do that. Aww. Yay. Nice. See, talking to the alien would have made so much sense. Oh, yeah, of course. Alright, let's see what your comic book page looks like. Oh. Well, that's adorbs. Alright, we got 3 missions and this is not going well. Oh, damn. Well, obviously I have to try that. It's gotta be good with octopus. Okay, can't use either of these characters. Okay. Wait, I can have my muscle person try to communicate with a... Sure, why not? Aww. Damn. Aww. Aww. No. Wow, that went really badly. Okay, I did actually like that. Alright. Alright, Zirconia interview, what do you have for me? Okay. Aww. Okay. Aww. Damn. Nice. Yay. Aww. Damn. See, I'm skipping the trying to fill her in question. Aww. Aww. Fight ninjas. Aww. Alright, what's this? Yes. Oh, the pugilist. Time and a half. Oh, nice. Lord Beast and Lady Vertigo. Aww. Of course. I need to know about this Labor Law 435. It's come up a few times. Oh. Best animal! Oh god, he's so cute! Almost dangerously so. Alright, let's do this. They're the only people who like each other so far. Aww. Aww. Spaghetti rigatoni. Okay, yeah, rigatoni. I see that. Oh. Damn. Oh, jokes about the development of this game. That's kind of true. It's a relationship sim about superheroes. Aww. Do. Told you she didn't know. Aww. It is the weirdest metaphor. Aww. That's so sweet. Well, have you got a competition, Horror King? Oh, the shark teeth are so great. Okay. Night falls on the city. And I'm gonna do better this time. Oh, okay, yeah, obviously. Oh, who would be good at a cloud of insects? Laser eyes. But I got a feeling like the hacking one is going to be easier. Oh, no, wait. Uh-oh. Yeah, this could work. You're gonna go see Sonic. Nice. Let me know how it is. Let's do the encrypt. Aww. Oh no! They had a funeral for an ATM. I still think the mission was a success. Oh, thank God. Wi-Fi interview unlocked. Nice. Oh, you mean Wi-Fi. Oh, I see. I'm bad at words. Flashback o'clock. Let's do it. Maybe. Aww. That's amazing. Oh. Chunky cat pics! Aww. Yay. No, I got it. Don't worry. Oh. What's going on with witching hour? That's a really good point. Yay! Oh, so cute! And just getting cuter. So yeah, let's do the observatory. And use the flying laser person and the person who's completely invulnerable to damage. I want to assess, because last time I had Zael negotiate, it went terrible. Excuse me. Well, I screwed that mission up. That could have gone worse. If that could have gone worse, I don't know how. This is game number 2, Horror King. Date time. It's also stale pastries. Aww. They're adorbs. More Lost Brothers we played earlier. She's fine. Oh. Okay. That's so cool. Aww. Hashtag no labels. Okay, that's pretty beautiful. Oh. That was even more adorbs than I thought it was going to be. No, Horror King, there's a ton of reading in the game. Kaboom. Alright, so this is going to be a perfect time to take a break. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comment section below the video. I'll see you back here for more new and upcoming games, but until then, I'm going to say au revoir. You should have noticed by now, Horror King, that anytime there's a game with a ton of reading, we mostly just read together, rather than me constantly commenting on it. What can I say? I like to give the writers the respect they deserve. But only writers. I care nothing about anyone else who works in the entire field of video games. Is that cold? Yes.
BuzzFeed has a super cool quiz up.
What is it?
It's testing your color sight.
Okay.
So if you can read all the words, you can see more of the color blue than most people can.
Oh. Send it on over. I'd love to see
100%.
that. Way to go. Send it over. I would love to test that.
I feel like I should send this to my family members, including my mother.
Yeah.
Who always, like, you know when someone's like, is this blue or green? And you're like, well, it's more of a blue.
Yeah.
Like, this dish, for example, she would tell me is kind of a green.
It's obviously blue.
And I'm like, no, that's blue.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, you're colorblind. And I'm like, no, I'm not colorblind. You are.
Horror King says, hey.
Hey, your father was fully colorblind. How can you...
Yeah.
I really want to send it to you.
You definitely should. It's extremely petty, which apparently I'm down for.
Yep.
That says head. I saw the first quiz
They
question.
were actually, that was them showing the correct answers after.
Oh, okay, I
We are
apologize.
not that easy.
Alright, just putting it out there. Alright, here we go. Hidden Object Guru here, back for Detective United 2, Collector's Edition. We're gonna play the bonus chapter, yay! Okay, what have we got? Very little. Alright, what were we up to? Now... Terrible
Shrine
frame
has
rates are
been
what we're up to.
attacked.
Oh, crap.
Please, we need help. Send your best agents.
Because see, now Shrine isn't evil because we changed the past.
Detectives, we've received an emergency call from Nathaniel Pryor.
Wait, I'm confused.
Get to Shrine headquarters and find out
Where is
who
Anna?
attacked them.
Oh, back in time? Screwing with the timeline again? Because that's all she does? Screw with timelines? Probably. Damn right we're playing as James Blackthorne. Oh my god, they're not kidding about the game chugging to a halt. Why is it that I can run the fanciest new video games there are, but if I try to play a hidden object game by Widescreen, full screen graphics. Well, obviously that was a mistake. There we go. It brings my frame rate down to almost nothing. Kind of weird, right?
This is strange. Everyone's just disappeared. I found a good tool for you. I'm sure you'll clean up in no time.
You're a laugh riot as usual, Brown.
The main game did not have these crazy frame rate issues, did it? Did it? No, I don't think it did. Hold on one second. Okay, the frame rate issues... As far as I can tell, the frame rate issues were caused by me trying to do game record instead of screen record. Oh, poor little squirrely. What's your deal, buddy? Oh, he's so sad because he needs snackables. I'm going to say an acorn? Probably. Probably needs an acorn. There we go. Turn this back on. I did see the tweets you posted. As per your request. Yes, and that game looks very interesting. You know, the old-time Mario that I've never played. It seems like there's a lot of content in these Super Mario Land games. Okay. What have we got here? And what is that tool he gave me? It's a broom, but it doesn't have bristles on it. Oh, right. I need to not just click on things, but look at what they want. I want this. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a lighter? Weird angle for a lighter. That is a nail? Yeah, it is a nail. Pencil? Ski? No. It's not that wheel. Oh, bullseye. Nice! Did I not get to pick up that thing? Oh, I do. But if I had a broom... Oh. A lever used to be here, you say. Anna Gray is behind all of it. What? I don't buy that at all. And I can't pick up the rubber ducky, sadly. It looked more complex from the bit of the video I saw. Super Mario Land Part 2 as opposed to Part 1. But they both seem solid. I mean, the gameplay was a little choppy, but it's a Game Boy game, so it's going to be. Okay. Got a clue for me here? Oh, hey. Should not have been that hard to find the morphing object. It was a giant building on the screen. Can I use this as a lever? I cannot. Alright, give me a hint. I'm not stuck up about this kind of thing. You're saying there was something to do up here? Oh, right. Oh no, the lever's fast and tight, so I can't take it. Can I take that thing? No. Oh, that's what the broom is for. Oh, and that's how I get the... Okay, alright. And then I can get the clippers to remove the thorns and rah-bah-bah-bah-bah. See, I pay attention. Kind of. Here we go. And we found... What exactly? So I need a shovel, I got some wire, and I can open that container. This, as the kids say, is going great. Oh, very creepy, Horror King. Like, it's an interesting story, and it does sound like that woman should be prosecuted, but I didn't like the host at all. He seemed like kind of a jerk, who was trying to gin up outrage in a really performative and artificial way. And I generally don't cotton to people like that. But that's me. But yeah, she seems truly objectionable and should be dealt with by law enforcement. As all child molesters, or at least people trying to groom children into sexual activity should be. Like, get these people dealt with. Locked away, perchance. Was this not the right way? I'm so confused. Okay. Ah, no, that's not it either. I should probably have read the discussions. Connect all the parts of the mechanisms to activate the bridge, but all of the parts are connected. Okay. Oh, I also have to do them in the right order. Well, that was very embarrassing. The game was not clear on that. Researchers still have to... Okay, but who's this? Really good question. Anna's behaving very strangely, even for a time traveler. Is anything on screen morphing? That really obvious morphing thing? Yes, it was. Well, it depends where they lived, Horror King. If they lived in parts of America, then no. There are really... Or Germany, for example. There are places with screwed up age of consent laws, and some of them are in America. Also, as is always true, it depends on how much money the person has. People with family money do not go to jail for crimes. Okay. And I mean, some creepy YouTubers go on for years harassing young girls before they get reported, and do they even eventually go to jail? I don't remember the name of the guy, but there was that horrific story about the guy who, like, creepily groomed a 14-year-old and had a relationship with her and his partner for years, and I don't think he's in jail. Like, I know he's lost his YouTube career, but I don't think he is in jail, even though there's plenty of evidence. And hell, Chris Hansen did a whole thing on him, but he's not in jail. As far as I've heard, I don't think he's in jail. So yeah, like, it can be hard to jail. And the sad part is, and this is something that I've read about from Andrew Vax for years, and all of my research is, all of my reading news stories about it, because I haven't done specific research, but I've read lots of news stories, comes up that it's really difficult to get convictions for any kind of assaults or predation on children, because oftentimes the children's families don't want to get involved in the prosecution, so they will want to they just want this to be over, and they don't want their child to become a spectacle. So more often than any of us want to admit, these people just get away with it. It's really disgusting. Yay, lemon! Boom. And why did I need a wrench? Oh, right, for this, so I can steal that and use the valve to turn off the steam on the other side. Didn't need the wrench to put that back on somehow. Yay! And what is that button for? Oh, sorry, that knob for. This? No. Something on here. I'm enjoying this music. Is that mostly because it reminds me of the music from Veil of Darkness? Yes. Boom. Even better. A ballerina, you say? Where does this torso... Oh, there it is. Ballerina. I need a botley. Botley? Is that how you say that word? A candle, a magnifying glass. 3 beetles and 3 feathers. Ring! Candle. So you sure... Okay, I do want the dragon. Because I saw a piece of a dragon. I'm like, they need the dragon, right? Why would you put a dragon on screen if I wasn't supposed to click on it? Oh, that... That's the guy. Thank you. I always have trouble remembering his name because I look at it and I'm like, Onion. But it's not Onion. It's Onision. Is he in jail now? Like, has he actually been charged with anything? Or is it just, you know, public shame and humiliation? Because, I mean, that's a good start. Seriously. Criminal charges, people. Okay. Feathers, feathers, feathers. I remember seeing a video about another guy who wasn't Onision getting into the same kind of trouble for harassing his underage fans. and asking for child pornography to be sent to him. I don't remember his name, though. I'm not really into knowing about YouTube culture. Like, I'm not super aware of the various people that 12-year-olds watch online. I know that there are a lot of people... Although I did watch a wonderful video today about one of those guys. Who was also sounded like a horrific creep. So yeah, apparently there's a lot of them out there. A YouTuber I do enjoy was doing a video about this guy who does, you know, like ghost story videos, but also he's a creep. And I don't remember that guy's name. But, you know, he's just like making content for 10-year-olds, and that's fine. Kids need entertainment too, but why do they all have to also be creeps? And obviously I'm exaggerating, they're not all creeps. A very tiny subset of people making YouTube content for children are creeps. But, you know, when you're like me, and you're completely unaware of the giant field of entertainment that is YouTube videos for 10-year-olds, and you have no idea what any of the people involved in that, who they are, then you only hear about them when they do creepy things, and it leaves you with the impression that they're all creeps. How am I not finding this feather? Well, so there you go, Horror King. Like, there's your proof that if the roles are reversed, they would not necessarily be in jail. Alright, here we go. How am I not seeing this feather? Okay, someone's laughing at me. From another room. My questioning about the feather was so hysterical, apparently, that it made someone a room away laugh at me. I mean, I had it coming, sure, but come on. This is an Elephant Games game. I shouldn't have to get up and get close to the TV to find the hidden objects. Excuse me. Okay, I got nothing. This is really embarrassing. It's not like at the top of the screen where I can't see because of the lens flare. No. Sorry, not lens flare. Reflection. Using TV terms. Ah, there we go. All right, let's just use a hint. Oh, screw you. I thought that was part of a garland. That's a fair guess. Alright, so I got one of the two things. So now do I need to use... Oh, I thought I was going to use the net over there. Weird. But yeah. It is shameful, the degree to which, like, society is arranged to not defend children from predators. I mean, that's from the way that, you know, society doesn't take bullying seriously at all, to the way that they prosecute child molestation as if it was a different crime than rape. Like, it's really disgusting. The degree to which society will try to not protect children. Or just not believe children, generally. Someone was talking today, some jerk, about how, you know, back in the day, we just put up with bullies, you know? We weren't such whiners who needed to be, you know, taken care of all the time. Why is everyone so weak now? And then a smart person responded, yeah, a lot of kids killed themselves back then, and we just didn't keep records as to why they were killing themselves. So, stop being a moron. And my response was, the reason bullying is being taken seriously now
Anna?
is because we
Whoa.
have evidence of how bad
Anna.
it is. Oh no! What? Evil Anna used a grenade? Like, historically speaking, people just didn't generally
She's
believe
acting
kids about how
weird.
bad bullying was.
Is that
But now
really
that it's
our
all
Anna?
on Facebook and Snapchat, and I want to say Instagram.
What do you mean?
It's really bad that it took me that long to remember the word Instagram. Like, there's
The
no
mystery
denying how
trackers had
awful
to
these
deal with a
people
dark
are.
doppelganger more than once.
Oh.
A couple of years ago, this Santa Gray looked suspicious, so
So
let's
it's
be on
like
our
now,
guard.
whenever, you know, a kid is harassed to the point of disaster, there's a long set of receipts for what happened to them in a way that back in the 50s, when someone stepped in front of a train, we would be like, oh, I wonder why that person stepped in front of a train. And now we're like, oh, here's 500 pages of their life being made hell.
It was they were walking on a set of train tracks and their shoelaces got stuck.
Yeah, I know, right?
How many times did you hear that as
Oh,
a
yeah.
kid? You had to be careful near train tracks because your shoelaces will get stuck. And someone knew someone that died that way.
Yeah, no, that kid killed himself.
Yeah. Also, what is the word for it? Isn't it the thing where you're like, well, I lived through it, so surely God, you lived through it.
Survivor fallacy? Something like that?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Something like survivor
And it's
fallacy.
like where you diminish the pain you went through.
Yeah.
Because you have to like block it out. So
Yeah.
like just like a certain someone once said to me, well, my father was an alcoholic and it didn't affect me.
And you were like, do 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 do.
And everybody else that heard that comment went,
Yes.
"Hey, you're a well-adjusted, good person, but yes, it freaking did."
It did not come easily, becoming a well-adjusted good person.
Oh my god.
And that is all we're gonna say about that person's narrative right now. But
like,
yeah,
it's that you rewrite your past because you don't want to admit
course.
your trauma, which it's sometimes
a huge
fine.
number of people do. Well, it's never fine, but it's not catastrophic
Yeah.
most of the time.
Yeah, for that person's mentality, who's, let's be honest, kind of on the autism spectrum.
Oh yeah, of course.
And occasionally will admit
Yay!
it.
I found the
like,
code.
for that person's
Wait, why did I need a
personality,
code?
like that person can move past that.
Oh, totally.
But not everybody can, and everybody's
Yes.
internal health is different.
29410. So that's 2. Wait, how do you do this? Oh, cute. Okay, so. Okay. Okay. 29410, so it's got to be 9410. So I have to move. That's 294, so I have to move the 4 there. Probably could have done this in less moves. Then I have to get the 2 to the start, so I'll move this here out of the way into the spare space. And then I'll just flip those 2 and we're good. Boom! Problem, as the kids say, solved. I don't know that that's true, Horror King. The kids make a big deal. Parents make a big deal now if kids get hurt. I think today kids are just as likely as told to suck it up as they ever were by bad parents, and it's just every now and then, because the media has a chance to amplify things, we hear a story about parents making a big deal. But I know plenty of parents who still tell their kids not to make a big deal out of things. And again, I'm not naming names, and I would not name names, but you know, there are. But there are still plenty of parents out there who are just like, oh, it's not so bad. Just, you know, just keep your head down and it'll be fine. People who don't take all these kinds of harassment seriously. Or at least as seriously as they should. One chip is missing. Oftentimes, they will use the horrible justification that, well, I got through it okay, so I'm sure you'll be fine. My situation was funny because I literally had a parent who went through much worse things than I ever went through in every possible situation. So it's like I could never get any real sympathy, because all I ever got was stories, like, much more horrific childhood stories. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. For me, it really wasn't as bad. Nothing I went through, other than that time I got sued by a teacher. Other than that, nothing I went through was bad as what my parents went through. Well, one of them was born in Germany right after a world war. So, you know, I'm sure that factored in to their worldview somewhat. Oh, that's what you do. Use the scraper. Neat. Okay. But it's like, there have always been whiny, complainy parents who, you know, overreact to everything with their children, just as there's always been parents who completely underreact to serious stuff. I recently heard my favorite ever story about whiny, complainy children. Whiny, complainy parents. And do you know what that story was?
What?
The whiny, complainy parents who could not stop bitching that Wayne Gretzky never let their kids have the puck.
But Wayne Gretzky was famously a team player.
He was. He set people up because but he was generally scored most of the goals in any game.
Because he's the best player ever.
And they were like, it's hurting our child's feelings that this 6-year-old is getting all the goals on a team of 9-year-olds. Which I admit that might not feel good, but it's Wayne Gretzky. Like, just be happy to be on the same on the same rink as Wayne Gretzky. That, like, you are every game he was in is a key part of hockey history.
Yeah.
He's not just the best player in the history of of hockey. He's like on an entire other level the best player in the history of hockey. To the point where he was playing an entirely different game than everyone else.
Well, that's like, I can remember when I had my grade 8 graduation and in my hometown, like,
It's okay that you don't know who Wayne Gretzky is. Hockey's not really big outside of
Yeah.
Canada and the United States and Russia.
He was the most famous hockey player in the
Of all
world
time.
in the
Yeah.
80s and 90s.
Yeah.
So,
And of all time.
yeah.
Like, if people know the name of one hockey player, it's Wayne Gretzky.
Mhm.
Well, in Canada, it's Tim Hortons, but no one actually remembers that he was a hockey player. All right, I got the matches. I
you
got the
read my
buttons.
thought.
Sorry,
What was my thought?
I can't wait to find
Oh,
out.
so yes. So in my hometown, our like
Any
grade
whites?
school went from kindergarten all the way to 8. So when you graduated grade 8, they do like graduation trophies. For
As
the
one
best
does. Yeah.
As best in every like subject.
Yeah.
So when I graduated grade 8, I won almost every trophy. I did not win the gym trophy.
No.
So there was a parent behind my parents and my grandparents who complained very loudly that why is this one kid, I'm omitting some of the insults she used, allowed
Winning
to
everything.
win all these trophies. This makes it horrible for everybody else, and her daughter was going to feel horrible because one kid won all the trophies. And my grandfather turned around in one of his few great moments and was like, she won them because she's the smartest kid.
Aww. It's like the much better version. That's a much better version of my reason why I never tried at school again. Was in grade 1 I realized that, oh, so you're just here to motivate people. Well, screw you. Because everybody got awards but me for improving over the course of the year. But I came into grade 1 already knowing everything you teach in grade 1 and 2. And so I did not get any respect for that. All I got was during research, I got to grade other kids' papers. During recess, I got to grade other kids' papers. Which does not really endear you to other people.
No.
At all. And left me very cynical about the concept of education. I'm weird that way.
See, whereas I had some I had some horrible teachers in grade school, but most of them were fantastic. And the horrible one I had, my mother yanked me out of her class.
Very smart.
And browbeat her because my mother is a tecer
Right.
and is not, very...
Does not put up with that kind of nonsense.
does not put up with crap. Because, like, when I was a young child, I was smart, but I would take
Yay, I found the
forever
picture.
finishing my assignments because I was taught to make things, like, neat and do it right.
Totally.
And I had really bad dexterity, so my handwriting was horrible. So I'd I'd take a really long time writing my answers so you could understand them.
I'd say you only had small motor control problems, but you're also very bad at catching things.
Yeah.
So yeah, just general dexterity issues.
Yeah. I was a sickly child.
That's true.
So
Oh.
the teacher tried to tell my mother in front of me that I was stupid. And my mother was like, no, look at her test scores, you moron."
Sports. Gym is sports.
Yes. Phys ed.
Physical education is what it's technically called.
Because we call it gym because it takes place in the gymnasium.
Yes, which means naked room. That's not a
Interesting.
lie. It means naked room.
Yeah. Well, no, I was kind of translating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we call it a gymnasium? Is that a specifically Canadian thing?
I don't know.
Huh. Anyway, so yeah, but through the rest of my grade
How do
school,
I make-
most
oh,
of my
there we go.
teachers were pretty good. I had a lot of them that actually taught me things that I didn't know, which was great. Like I had one teacher who was, although my mother told me that teacher, who is a friend of hers, wasn't great at math, but he was amazing at teaching like geography and stuff like that, and I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
Social studies?
Yeah, social
or
studies and stuff
history,
like that.
or-
Because he had literally traveled the world and
Awesome.
would put on slideshows of his trips around the world.
Also badass.
To which I never understood as a kid and still don't as an adult why someone wouldn't want to watch someone's slideshow, because they were always fascinating.
Yeah, especially if they traveled literally, all
yeah.
over the world.
Yeah, like literally all over the world. And when you realize who that person is, you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, I see.
That's pretty daring. I had a lot of good teachers, including one who purposefully plotted with my mother to give me a mark I did not deserve on a paper, like a bad
Nice.
mark, because they wanted to teach. I had no lessons to learn from him on the curriculum, but they wanted to teach me to stand up for myself because I was petrified of this teacher and he intimidated me.
Nice.
So they pushed me into confronting him because I was so upset over the mark he gave me.
That is badass.
Which I did not find out until I was in high school and my mother started teaching in that school with all my teachers and was drinking with all of them in my house, like to celebrate the end of school or whatever. And they were
Yay!
laughing about it and telling
Let's
me
head
that.
inside.
And I was so offended because I was like, you
Ready for a
did
little
that
trip to
on
another
purpose?"
world? Be sure to check the
It
return
was
post. Our
called
families will be
PE
missing
on
us for a
report
couple
cards and
decades.
such, but everyone colloquially referred to it as gym because that's what it used to be called in the 40s and 50s when our teachers were growing up, and they kept calling it that, and they kept calling that, and so on and so forth. The colloquial name moved down even while the technical term became physical education, or PE.
I actually will say on some of my early report cards it says gym.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's older than I am, so she would
I'm
have
also
gym
from a
recorded.
smaller community
That's
that
true.
probably didn't change documents as quickly as yours.
Yeah.
But yes, and
Yeah, that's just how it works. Oh, right, I have to switch to Agent Brown.
yeah. And then I got to high school and took math, obviously,
Yeah.
and had, I think in grade 10, yeah, it was grade 10, had a teacher who refused to
Yes,
give
the
me the
sky
top
looks
mark
weird.
in the class because
If
I
this
was
world
a
is full of
girl
doppelgangers,
and I couldn't possibly
maybe we
be
could
better
go
than
find
the
them.
men in the class.
Makes
So
sense.
that year I didn't win the trophy for top math scores, and the kid who did tried to dispute it and give me it because we were in the same class and he knew I did better than
Oh,
him.
yeah. But that's the kind of rampant sexism that has always existed in
And that
math
was the point
to
where I
and
was like,
to this day.
oh, so I don't have to try anymore?
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to. Like, rampant sex... Math is full of rampant sexism.
They got rid of our enriched program in my high school.
Cables!
Well, in our school district. So
just 2 years between us.
So so they got rid of the enriched program in our high school, so I had to go back to just advanced level math.
Oh.
And so then I spent the rest of my high school career in every version of math classes, sitting at the front of the class, reading usually a fantasy novel,
As one does.
and not paying attention.
Mm.
To have other students complain about me, and then the
Damn
teacher
it, I need
say,
a nail or something.
well, every test I give, she gets perfect marks on, so yeah, when you can do that, you can read in front of the class too.
Whereas I just built, what do you call it? Castles. Not castles. Card houses.
Card houses.
Houses of cards.
I did have one physics class that I had a different teacher who did not want me to do that, so I sat at the back of the class and read a book inside my textbook.
Totally reasonable.
And every now and again, she would try to embarrass me and call upon me to answer a question on the board, and then, like, because she knew I wasn't paying attention, and I would literally look at an equation on the board and give her the answer, and then just go away.
Yeah.
She didn't like me.
No, well, school is not for people who have exceptional scholastic abilities. It's to get everybody on the same page. It's not for people who can teach themselves.
There were a group of us that skipped class, and we would hang out. There was a history office
Sash.
that we called Jelly Bean Land,
As one does.
because one of the teachers had a jelly bean dispenser, but it was like one of those, what is it, like a Buddhist, where it would, like, it was a little mini thing where you would, one block would knock down and it would go down through a thing. And
You're thinking of Rube Goldberg.
Rube Goldberg, thank
Oh.
you. It was a mini machine like that. So
yeah,
someone
we'll see
had
about
painted
this.
a mural all around the outside of the office of jelly beans going through a Rube Goldberg machine.
That is adorbs.
And they had like this conference table in the middle of the office and like smaller offices.
Oh,
all
that's
over.
probably the
So they
figurines
invited
back
students
here.
to come in there to study. So we would literally skip class, stay in school, and go to the history offices, which we call Jelly Bean Land,
As one
to
does.
hang out and study independently things we wanted to study.
It's a better system.
Okay, and occasionally play D&D.
But as long as you're getting the work done, who cares?
Oh god, yeah. And I mean, they were good teachers that understood that we were bored students that were just...
Yeah, well, there was no program for it.
I
That's
will,
what it
I will
comes
never
down to.
forget the time one of my favorite teachers caught me skipping his class because he decided randomly on that day to bring everybody to the school library to do research, to teach them how to research things, and found me in the library
Researching
just
things.
independently researching things on my own. It was
As
like,
one does.
okay, now you have to join the class, but like, I didn't get in trouble.
Of
I
course
didn't.
not.
He understood. He was just like, it was blatantly in front of the rest of the class, so he had to make me rejoin the class. Saw what I was researching and was like, oh my god, I would never be able to teach you all of this. Like, this is.
Aww.
I decided to
Poor
start
teachers.
researching ancient history that day.
As one does.
A stack of books.
Still can't believe I was allowed to break this window. It's always a more satisfying solution
So yes,
to break a window
I lost
than to
respect
find a
for,
button.
you know,
Or a
education
key.
and learned to coast, which was really fun.
Coasting
you get
is
a
pretty
lot of
awesome.
reading novel times when you do that.
Famously. Alright, let's use this to prop up open the window. And boom.
Yes, there's 2 years between us. But it's a weird 2 years that puts me in a different generation.
Oh no! It's evil James Blackthorn, which I guess would make him James Whitethorn. What the hey?
Dark Shrine is run by Agent Brown and Anna Gray. I used to be on their team.
My god, I just noticed that
betrayed
they all
me.
have color names. How
I
did I
have
not
no
notice
interest
that?
in helping them now, but I will help you find them
Stop that.
so I can get my revenge. There's an archive full of papers and
his
experiment
revenge.
reports. There, you'll learn where they're keeping
Oh.
your agent.
Keeping my agents? They've kidnapped... Oh, right, they've kidnapped the people from Shrine as well. So apparently James Blackthorn is such a good guy that even alternate dimension evil James Blackthorn is a good guy.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's awesome. So Mirror Universe James Blackthorn.
It didn't work. He's just still a great dude who loves helping people.
Like,
Evil Spock.
no, I was going with the DS9 universe.
Oh, I see. What is that? That's the second
Who
part
is-
of something.
It wasn't Cisco. Who was really good in the DS9? Was it Bashir?
No, it was O'Brien, wasn't
O'Brien,
Yeah,
right.
O'Brien
it
was always good.
O'Brien. Yeah, like
Yeah.
O'Brien.
it? See, that's
we should
awesome.
just
Orchid.
rewatch DS9 again.
It is the best show.
Yeah, you know how we have our winter rewatch a show thing?
Yeah.
Is it time to just rewatch DS9?
It might be, because DS9 remains the best
Or
thing
should
with
we
Star
wait till
Trek's name on
Picard's
it.
done?
Oh.
Because I'm really enjoying Picard, but if we refresh our memories about Star Trek stuff,
Yeah, Deep
it
Space Nine might hurt
might
it.
make us angry at
Oh.
Picard because I know they're getting stuff wrong.
Yeah, it's an issue. I'm still loving the show, though, and that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
counts.
Well, now that you explained to me their weird contract where everything has to happen in J.J. Abrams' universe,
Yeah.
some of the mistakes kind of make sense.
A little more sense, yeah. I love that J.J. Abrams has no idea how big space is,
Yeah.
leading to my favorite moment in that entire series of movies, where, like, the Enterprise drops out of warp between the moon and Earth. They're like, we're caught in the Earth's gravitational pull. We're going to crash into the Earth. And no one says, in 17 weeks. Because you're not moving, and it's 250,000 kilometers from the Earth to the moon. You're not going to be there anytime soon, guys. Ah, so you've been
Also-
swimming from an early age. Gotcha. I like that clearing rubble the old-fashioned way is via dynamite.
Yeah, that was my problem as well.
Nice.
I was taught to swim. I think I could swim before I could walk.
Damn, girl. Well, you do live in a seaway town.
Yes, we were always in the water. Well, it is actually true. If you introduce like babies
To water,
they'll
they
just
learn to
learn
swim incredibly easily.
And
It's true.
everybody knew how to swim. Like my grandfather used to regularly
Ooh.
swim across the river we
Yeah.
lived by, which by the way is the St. Lawrence River.
Yeah, so it's from one country to another.
So he would literally swim across the river if he wanted to visit someone on the other side and didn't know anybody with a car that could take him.
Would he take a break at one of the islands in the middle? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But he still swam to another
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
on the reg. And that's like a kilometer of swimming whenever he felt like it. Also, he probably had a beer.
Oh God.
I was
Probably
being
had,
ni-
like, a
I
case
was
of
being
beer.
nice about
The
it.
man could drink
He-
and then swim across a freaking river.
He knew to avoid giant boats. Let's
Yeah.
just say that.
Yeah. He would fall asleep in the river though too. Like he just
Aw.
float on his back and fall asleep.
That is creepy. But he as you've told me, your whole family on that side floats,
Yeah.
incredibly well.
We all float really well, unlike my father who sinks like a stone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we were taught how to swim. Which, by the way, Horror King, you really want to piss someone off? Be a kid and be really small for your age, and be a really great
Oh,
swimmer.
that's where the two switches go.
It pisses everyone off.
Okay, I'll take that hint. Really? But yeah, I don't have both levers. What do you want me to do here?
Magnet?
Oh, there was a thing you can grab. I thought we were supposed to use these to lift that to get the thing. But no, it's just supposed to use the magnet on it, which is disappointing. Also, I have no idea where that emblem is. Ah, gotcha. Well, another time then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't- well, I mean- I don't really remember learning how to swim. I have very early childhood memories.
What's this say?
Like I have brief flashes of memories even from when I was like a baby.
It says to enchant the key, I need some instructions. And I know I've been talking a lot, so I haven't been paying the closest attention. But I don't recall any enchanted keys being mentioned. We used a science machine to come to the dark dimension, not magic.
What does it say?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, but I do remember being very, very young and like the water wings they make you wear and being frustrated that my mother continued to insist I had to wear them.
Well, it's just for safety's sake.
Yeah, but I was at the point where I was almost a better swimmer than her even then.
Right. But I don't want to get too dark. A lot of kids drown every
Oh yes. Well, and I mean, again, my father had a friend who was a proficient swimmer who got tangled up in seaweed and died accidentally. So
Yeah, that's messed up.
That he was always super paranoid about his
Vigilant
swimming.
might be the best word.
Yeah, but
What is that?
also paranoid.
That's true.
We go
Flame
swimming
thread.
at a beach with a lifeguards, and he gets paranoid.
It's true.
Like it's fine. What if you get tangled in seaweed? I'll stand up.
Yeah, we do not swim anywhere deep.
Okay, admittedly, the beach we regularly swim at, the water is over my head, but
Yeah, but not mine.
not yours. And again,
So we're good.
I float. It's fine.
Also, I can pull up seaweed if it comes to it.
It's not. You just don't freak out. It's
Yeah.
what you do.
Oh, now I can go down to the basement with this lantern.
So like, I don't fully remember learning how to swim. I remember my Uncle Brent giving me like some swimming tips when I was really young and teaching me like the proper form and all that. He was in the Navy.
Woohoo!
And yeah, and then
I've got
taking
a
swimming
thing.
lessons and being young, so much younger than everyone. But
Long-handled hook for what? Also, that thing needs a skull. Oh, do I need to pick up this? Oh, damn it.
a certain friend of mine who's older than me, she and I were in the same swimming class at one point.
Awesome.
I had to leave for
Hidden
help.
objects.
Yay! Finally, I came back for the hidden object screens, and then there were none, and then I rambled to people because
It's shocking what happened. Razor blade.
Oh, the scarab's right there.
Oh, there's a scarab we need? Nice. Oh, it's literally the first item. Bicycles, scorpion. There's a button. Oh. Oh, you move it back and forth. That's cute.
Well, there's the butterfly right there. It's a monarch. It's on the
Yep.
bars. Did you
There's the
find bicycle?
butterfree. Yeah.
Oh, I was singing too much to notice where it was.
I know. I was shocked
Where's
and
the
disgusted. Okay, I was just shocked, not disgusted.
Well, it was clean, so I'm allowed.
No one's judging you. I was just disgusted by you. I don't know what you're trying to do.
Doing the scorpion.
Oh, well,
Where
we
are you,
always
scorpion?
we
Next
always
to
knew
the-
where he was. He was the first thing in the middle of the screen. We just moved this to the side. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, that was not as exciting. I like the word ones better.
The word ones are better than the silhouette ones, just historically speaking.
Oh, I don't know why they insist on doing the silhouette one.
It's strange. I'll agree with you on that front. Oh no, there it goes. Boop. The second switch. Finally. Yay, we got the ladder. Consider yourself ladded. Kapow. Probably shouldn't have said kapow. But I stand by that choice. Might get me into trouble later. Oh, crap. It's a maze. I don't like you, Mr. Maze. Okay, well that was wrong. Well, it's better than the maze in the main game. Only just. Okay, let's try the other way. I mean, could going up there have been the right choice? Yes, it could have. But I went a different way. And that has made all the difference. So, Criminal Minds' entire thing, and it's in
Oh,
like,
yeah. How was the end of Criminal Minds?
terrible. In the entire run of the show, the definitive thing is they always, and I mean always, end every episode, and begin every episode, with a pretentious quote. That's the format of the show.
Oh, yeah. That's why I immediately stopped watching.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. But the point is, you'd think, upon the occasion of making the last ever episode of Criminal Minds, there would be a lot of pressure for them to come up with a quote that provides some sort of definitive statement on the show and what the show is.
Oh, God.
And instead of doing that, they're like, we are not up to this task. Let's just end the show by having someone turn off a light switch and not have a quote
That's
to
hilarious.
sum things up while a sad song plays. It is trash. Oh no! It's the
Okay.
Evil Brown number 2.
So is it wrong that in my mind I was thinking all of like if someone working on the show was,
Oh my god! The gun hit the ground and it fell into 3 pieces. That's amazing.
if someone working on the show actually had a sense of humor and actually was aware of what Criminal Minds was, if they picked out a quote from like something ridiculous.
Yeah, that would be great.
You know, like that time, what was that show with Matthew McConaughey on HBO where they were solving mysteries and they were both cops?
True Detective.
True Detective quoted Alan Moore.
Yeah, that was weird.
So, true story. HOGuru loved that first season of True Detective. Did you
Oh,
ever
yeah.
watch anymore?
I watched the second season. It
You
was
did actually
not
go
good.
back and watch the second season. And got really pissed off in the last episode when they quoted
Extensively.
and like not saying they were quoting.
Ripped off.
Ripped off Alan Moore to a degree that was kind of
It was
appalling.
shameless. It was
It was
shameless, and more to the
shameless.
point, it was like what I'm talking about with Criminal Minds. It was their thesis statement. They ripped off the thesis statement in the entire show. Like, the message they were trying to say with the whole show, they ripped off of Alan Moore. It was shocking.
And it was like almost word for word.
It was very close to word for word.
because they start doing this whole thing, and you're getting
And I
upset.
paused the show, and I'm
I
like,
look at you and I go, "That's Alan Moore, right?" And
like,
you go,
yeah.
"Yeah."
They're just ripping off Alan Moore now.
And I even noticed it.
It was pretty shocking. Would you like some food? No, Rat doesn't want ingredients.
But yes, I really
Yeah,
just
that could have been funny, but
want someone to end a show who understands. Like your theory that the writers of CSI Miami understood that
Oh,
it was a ridiculous show.
it's not a theory.
And we're writing a comedy.
No,
at
no,
the end.
it's not a theory. Watch any episode past the second season of CSI Miami. It is clearly being written as a comedy, and none of the actors know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Except for when what's his name showed up, and I think that's why they didn't feature him that much.
Who?
From Roswell, not the one guy, but he got his friend from Roswell.
The job, right? Yes.
What's his name? Canadian, Brendan Fair.
Brendan
was it?
Fair. Yeah.
The guy that keeps showing up as extras in Marvel movies.
Very
Because
weird.
he's such a comic book fan, he's like, I don't care. I don't even have to have a line. I just want to be there. So he's like,
Wait.
in Guardians of the Galaxy, he's John C. Reilly's like
It's
sidekick.
telling me to go to the wrong place. Yeah, so the game broke down a little. That was weird. Yeah, no, that was strange, but I loved it.
Yeah, well, he's also in First Class.
I know.
Yeah, and again, like, just off
loves
to the
being
second
there.
Season. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
Ah, so that's what we're supposed to do with the map. I see. Boom. And what is this? Researching ecological problems of the... Oh, okay.
So when he was on CSI Miami, I always felt like he was a little in on the joke, the way he performed every scene.
I would hope. But yeah, it was insane. 5 years prognosis. Oh, damn. So, evil Anna is trying to solve some sort of ecological disaster by kidnapping people? You're a weird lady, evil Anna. I'm trying to be nice about this, but it's hard. Or at least difficult. Okay, where to now? Oh, right, I need the rest of this code. Anything? Oh, yeah, light bulb. Boom! And the winner is... the name placard for that other room. Finally. But yes, it was sad that they didn't, like, try to make some statement. Also, they got, like, nobody to come back for the last episode. It was weird what a tiny number of people came back for the last episode.
Weird.
Shocking, actually. So, okay, so put leaves in, put berries in, put... Okay. So leaves and berries. What are you talking about? It literally said put leaves and berries. Oh, I have to put them here first. Oh, so I need all of the ingredients before I can do any of it. Fine. Crush them up, put the something in there. I don't know what that vial... Oh, it's that vial? Is it that vial? Might be that vial. So maybe I do have all the ingredients. Yep, I do. Oh, just the berries, not the leaves? Disappointed. Okay. Now I burn these? Oh. Damn right I do. Magic. Just got myself a magic key. Thank you kindly. Now to head downstairs and usilate it. Usify it? I was looking for the word usify, sorry.
You are free now. Thank you, detectives. Let's go back to our world. Holy sh...
The battle is lost.
Oh no!
But not the war. I won't let
It's
you
evil
come
Anna
back
once
so
again.
easily.
Looks like we'll need to fix the bracelet first, Brown. Hurry up, unless you want to stay here forever.
Of course he doesn't. Or does he? He doesn't. Alright. Okay, not a problem. Need a battery. Got the new gear. Got a tiny piece of glass that I'm going to need to cut something. Don't know what yet, but I'm excited to find out. Okay. Nope. If only I had something sharp. Wink. Found the switch! Yes! We've got all the switches. Do we know what they're for? No. How was the rest of the code? I could not have guessed that. Why is a torn piece of paper concealed in that thing? 7, 8. Yeah. An ancient amulet, you say? Tell me more about this ancient amulet and its potential uses to revivify a skeleton who can tell us how to get home. Oh, that's not what's going to happen. I was pitching a much more interesting concept than the game, you know, wanted to do. Queso? But I know a mouse who would love some queso, which is French for cheese. It's not true. Here you go, buddy. Battery for the watch. Pop broken bracelet ext.c. Come on, game. This is terrible. An unusual knob. Tell me more about this knob. No. Oh, there we go. Hidden object scene. Wakey, wakey.
Birds. Oh.
No! Oh, we went through the whole game without having one of these.
What are you trying to do?
It's memory. Flask. Hourglass. Flask. Okay, so we know the hourglass is here. Hourglass. Pipe. What was that?
I don't know.
Umbrella. Umbrella and...
It's so dark.
Also, the second thing is always really hard to see in time. Okay. So that's bag is here. I need a horsey. No, I do. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wait, where's the pipe? Was it here? I swear we found a pipe.
Oh, a pipe.
Did you think I meant something else by saying
I saw
pipe?
the smoking pipe, but I thought you meant like a pipe.
Oh, like a clubbing pipe. Okay. Sure. I watched Tales from the Crypt in the 80s Twilight Zone. I've even seen the terrible final season of Tales from the Crypt, British Tales from the Crypt, where it was co-produced by one of the British cable channels and it was
I
all
saw
UK
parts of that
actors.
too.
Daniel Craig is in an episode. It was not great.
And also Outer Limits.
Outer Limits was good back in the day. I never watched the new Outer Limits.
It wasn't bad. It was very hit or miss, but there were some decent writers that wrote on it.
Yeah, of course.
And also there's the famous Nathan Fillion episode.
Ooh, which one was he in? Does anyone see this? Oh, there it
I
is.
don't remember the plot, but he's naked in it.
That's all the ladies need.
No, and you want to know why I remember he's naked in it?
Go for it.
Because later on Firefly, there's that episode where he's naked and
Yeah.
he has that hip tattoo.
Right.
That's actually the actor's hip tattoo.
Aw.
It's in that same episode of Outer Limits.
That's adorbs. We did it! We fixed our watch! Let's get out of here!
And it's such a distinctive tattoo that it was memorable. And I was like, wait,
Both
is that that
bracelets
guy
are
from Outer
working
Limits?
now.
That's the same
Let's
guy.
synchronize them, save Pryor and his people,
Well, I knew he was
and
naked
return
first,
to
but
our world.
wasn't
I know what you
naked
mean,
first.
don't worry.
No more doppelgangers, and another case closed.
Yay!
When they first came from their dark
I'm
world,
trying to remember what
I had
famous
no
writer
idea what they
wrote
wanted
on
or
Outer
what was
Limits.
happening.
Definitely J. Michaels was in.
Doppelganger
Yeah, I
appeared
know he
and
did,
told me that
and there was
Detectives
someone
United
else,
doesn't
too.
exist
Yeah.
in his world. Can you
Oh,
believe that?
Like,
no.
it actually attracted some good writers.
That's nothing. You haven't seen Anna's doppelganger.
Well, I mean, they kind of
Dark
did
Anna
exist because
Gray.
they still work together.
Dark
Oh,
Anna
no!
Gray, quite a nickname.
She's
I
back
like it.
to bedevil them
And
in
it
future
won't be the
adventures?
last time you hear from me.
Who could have possibly guessed when it ended with her escaping? Also, how did she hear them from out there? Alright. So, let's use, now that we've finished the game, let's unlock a new desktop. Background image. Yeah, we're not going to bother with the secret room. We're not crazy. Bonus content! Wallpapers. Alright, what do we want? Come on.
Alright.
Get in on this.
I'm looking.
So we got House of Mystery, Evil
That was
James,
awesome.
Monster Man,
Jesus, that's scary.
Agent Brown, Accident Waiting to Happen, Creepy Doll, it's kind of a cyborg Monster Man, Creepy Street, Less Creepy Cafe,
Ooh.
Mysterious Crystal, and Mysterious Crystal.
So,
Obviously Mysterious Crystal.
there you go. Thank you for not going
yeah.
with the truly creepy ones, 'cause I
You're welcome. Alright, so that's that. I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots, go in the comments section below the video. We'll see you back here for more Detectives United soon, since I already have the third game in the series. That should be a blast. But until then, I'm going to say au revoir. Nice. Working. I'd never had cable, so I didn't see Tales from the Crypt until much, much later. Long after it was off the air. Oh. Pardon me. That was terrible, and I apologize. Run away. Yeah, we're ending the stream here. Y'all have a good night, and I hope you enjoy the Sonic movie tomorrow. It sounds like it's going to do quite well for itself. We'll see you back here for Girls and Panzer tomorrow afternoon. I think it's going to be a blast. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Lates.